Special tactics. Special tactics. Special tactics. Okay, special tactics. Special tactics. Alright, let's get into it. Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mr. 789 on this glorious day of January 17th, 2017. And here we have a very special PvP to help start your day off. And as you can imagine, it's spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of WhiteRa, and representing our blue Crowshot player and special tactics, it is WhiteRa. Hopefully he is the real Ra, as FrashQ is asking. Yep. However, when is a fake Ra ever said, no, I'm not the real WhiteRa? I am not sure. Good luck, have fun, Papa Toss. Oh boy, he knows what is going on. He wants his Papa to get tossed. In the top left-hand corner of the screen, representing our red protest player and C9, it is FrashQ. This is a Masters vs. Masters level game, so I hope thoroughly that you enjoy this. WhiteRa seemed to save up for that risky Nexus first. Oh, very delayed gateway for some reason. Something tells me it ain't Papa Toss. Maybe Stepdad Toss, I'm guessing, but you know. WhiteRa is much too good to miss that gateway timing. But we're gonna have to say it doesn't matter too much. Gateway is coming down at approximately the same-ish times. Double gases as well. Let's see what he just has to do with those. Ooh, putting 2 on 1. Alright. While WhiteRa scouts FrashQ first, and FrashQ is gonna scout WhiteRa last, let me explain what this 2 on 1 gas geyser means. Generally, as a protest player, you go 1 on each gas, and you slowly fill them up while keeping the 16 mineral saturation. And you know what? He's actually doing that, except in a different way, so I guess I'm a big liar. But what you can do is immediately get 2 probes on each gas, and what that allows you to do is get a really fast proxy robo or proxy Stargate to really put on that pressure on your opponent, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. Or maybe it is. He's doing something weird. I don't know. Early approach shots gas timings are the most confusing thing you can... Oh, I thought I was seeing double cyber in a core. Oh, never mind. I mean, there is a double cyber core, but the other one is on WhiteRa's map, so I guess that doesn't really count and makes me a sticking liar. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, early protest gas timings are the most confusing things you'll ever see. Like, some people, like, put 2 on 1, and then take out 1, and then put 1 back in, and then they put the whole mineral line on it, and then they take it out in a second. It's just so confusing. I'm like, oh no, let's get your Oracle out 2 seconds faster. And it's like, yeah, whoa, that's amazing. Anything to get a lead in Starcraft. Good pylon placement from FrashQ. Let's go ahead and check what Papa Toss is doing. Good pylon placement so far. Definitely needs to throw down another one here fairly soon. But yeah, definitely defending this mineral line are these pylons. He's not very safe versus adepts, but ooh, WhiteRa with the low ground pylon probably going to seek to get that early Nexus as the 1 gateway would imply. And I think FrashQ does see that out, that there's only 1 gateway. But he didn't scout all the way back here, so there could be another one. And actually, yep, Nexus on the way for FrashQ, opting not to go for a second round of gateway units, playing a little bit on the edge. And ooh, I suspect Phoenix versus Phoenix battles. They're my most favorite thing because I never seem to win them, but that's okay because I love losing to them. Stargate versus Stargate doesn't necessarily devolve into Phoenix versus Phoenix, but generally as soon as you go over there with your own Stargate and you see, hey, my opponent made a Stargate too, you know exactly what you gotta do, what you gotta make. WhiteRa actually delaying this Nexus significantly, going for 3 gate 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3 gateways and a Stargate 2 pressure. Does he have anything on the opposite side of that? No pylon or anything. WhiteRa, Papa Toss. I'm just, oh, wherever you were going, you're not going there anytime soon because you are dead, my friend. Papa Toss doing some really interesting special tactics here, getting a Void Ray out. I think he doesn't know about this Nexus. Yep. He only sees the 2 gateways over there, and yeah, looks like FrashQ is going to get an Oracle to harass, and then maybe get Void Ray production after this. I'm stumping, so let me explain myself. Let me do a better job at this. Ready? So I thought WhiteRa was playing this defensively because he thought FrashQ was going to all-in him. However, that does not seem to be the case at all, as soon as WhiteRa's Nexus starts, FrashQ's is already pumping out probes. So we're going to see what WhiteRa does to get back into the game and how he responds to the threat of an Oracle. Here is Oracle, the Oracle, and ooh, actually completely undefended main base here. Can actually get a lot of kills, Papa Toss. No, oh, let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Getting 1 probe kill, 2 probe kills, 3 probe kills, 4 probe kills, 5, 6... scouts the Stargate too. Right now, just run away. Oracle, run away. No, sacrifice his life for 1 more probe kill. Probably not worth it, but in total, 7 probe kills on that Oracle. Very worth it. FrashQ getting another Void Ray for some reason. Must be super safe against any pushes FrashQ might bring out. This is a pretty interesting game so far. Ooh, FrashQ opting for that double Phoenix pre-reduction because he thinks WhiteRa is going in Phoenix versus Phoenix. However, he has no intentions of that whatsoever. And just moving across the map is WhiteRa. Gonna try to put on some of his special tactic sauce onto FrashQ's base. I'm gonna have to see how that works out for him. His Nexus just finishing up at the right amount of time. 22 to 36 workers though. Definitely not looking good for WhiteRa. 14 worker deficit, but he has an army supply advantage, so could be interesting. Moving his warriors up to this base, but Overcharge from Phoenix should be able to hold that. Overcharge is a good unit. Ooh, special tactics indeed, but the Phoenix tend to do a lot of work versus these void rays, especially if they're not supported. But yes, it manages to save that one, but does unpower these gateways. Missing around in production is FrashQ. That is 2 stalkers he could have had, but instead does not have. And WhiteRa, I don't think he can put on any more pressure. The Void Ray special tactics were very nice, but unfortunately I think that's going to be it, as 3 Phoenix should be able to pick off this Void Ray and then get the hell out of Dodge. 2 more pylons coming up to power these 2 gateways, and as soon as these 2 more Phoenix out, I don't know how he's going to deal with it. 3 Phoenix moving their way across the map against this completely barren mineral line. Couple of stalkers warping in to defend against that, and should be able to rebuff them, but not after getting a couple of probe kills. 1 probe goes down, and ooh, nice sandwich here from WhiteRa. You know, I don't want to say everything WhiteRa does is special tactics, but it always feels special. Let's see, 9 workers killed to 1, definitely a good spot for a FrashQ, but WhiteRa is not quite out of it just yet. He can still put up some mighty fine tech response like a Templar Archives. And speak of El Diablo, there it is, roping right next to the Twilight Council for cinematic purposes. Phoenix making their way over on here, and oh no, it's a fake one. FrashQ laughing to himself as he thinks, ha ha ha, the full-blood A Phoenix, but it was a special tactics Phoenix. He was supposed to get that hallucinated Phoenix. But FrashQ is going to scout this main base anyways and see, hey, there is no Phoenix production whatsoever. Completely barren mineral field, photon overcharge, double photon overcharge, just meant to get that off. 1 Phoenix goes down 454 WhiteRa. So not a half bad trade, considering he traded 1 hallucinated Phoenix for 1 real Phoenix. Hey, think about it like that, he's not doing half bad. Gotta morph these into Archons, or maybe just gonna go for the feedbacks. Feedback's actually really good if he can get them off. If he's not paying attention, oh boy. Oh man, WhiteRa really gotta be on point with those feedbacks. Tier base going down for WhiteRa, much earlier than FrashQ's. Well, no, but it's kind of earlier than FrashQ's. This little hit squad of Phoenix gonna get a couple more kills. Mama Ship Core out of energy, so the Phoenix have free reign over this field of mineral patches. Yes, indeed. Stalkers coming up to respawn. Void Ray trying to shoo them away. Shoo, and the Phoenix, yes, do indeed shoo away. Meanwhile, on FrashQ's side of the map, still continuing with that double target production. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fleet beacon anytime here soon, or actually, Memorial production beginning. Memorial production. Anyone remember? Memorial production. I'll drop it. Oop. High tempo, gotta be careful. Nothing to merge into an Archon with. WhiteRa Stalker's kind of out of position, gonna lose a couple of Stalkers in exchange for that positioning. And still kind of out of position, gonna fix it now. Gets 1 feedback off, not half bad at all. And I love this Immortal production so thoroughly. Let's see what the Grand Army looks like. 2 Immortals, a nice handful of Stalkers, and a Zealot. And charges on the way for WhiteRa, but no Twilight Tech on the way just yet for FrashQ, though he does have 1 to spare. I suggest getting Charge and Immortals to complement this high Phoenix count. But that is a-okay if he decides to do nothing with that as well. Let's see, WhiteRa definitely trying to zone at these Phoenix, but at this point I think the Phoenix can just lift the Stalkers. Decides not to risk it though. First Archon of the game morphing in for WhiteRa. Let's watch it. I always love. They're kind of pretty, see? Not super pretty, but you know. Yeah, it's nice. It's aesthetically appeasing, especially when it's turned around. Come on, Archon, don't be shy. Show us your face. Aw, you're just a little Gucci bougie, aren't you? Oh, Gucci bougie that can protect the mineral line. Oh, the photon cannon does a good job though, but still gonna swoop on in. WhiteRa gonna lose 2 or 3 more workers to this Phoenix. Harass 61 to 47 total workers. Oh, it's not looking amazing, but also definitely not something that's not comebackable. If that ever existed as a word. So WhiteRa is seeming to go for this Archon charge lot composition, which is definitely what you want to do versus Phoenix play, but another bare mineral line. I am afraid to press Control-Shift-R, but I will do it anyways. 28 to 1 workers killed, 27 total worker deficit for WhiteRa. Check that, 28. 29. Can we make it a solid 30? 30 worker deficit. WhiteRa finally positioning himself all rightly. Total units tab. It is 3 Immortals and 6 Phoenix. Yep, a couple Phoenix there just died. 2, 1 Archon, 9 Stalkers, 1 Voidray, and 2 Sentries. And 1 more Phoenix should escape with his life. 6 kills on that bad boy. 2 kills, 2 kills. Can't click on them. 4 kills, 4 kills. So really cost efficient Phoenix over there. Total army value is 2700, 2100 to 1875, 1500. So you know what? WhiteRa actually still not out of the game just yet, especially with good defense and good overcharges. He can definitely hold off any push that FrashQ decides to put down, but swooping back in for the High Templar, losing a Phoenix consequently. Seems like a trade WhiteRa is happy to make, or indifferent to make, rather. And 4th place coming down for FrashQ, realizing what he has to do with the lead. Getting Disruptors on the way. I love this tech choice from FrashQ, because he knows he's going to have a Disruptor lead, and with these Archons and Immortals, and no Disruptors from WhiteRa because of the Phoenix in the sky, any resulting push from FrashQ is probably going to be disastrous. Great decision making from FrashQ. 31 worker deficit for our friend WhiteRa, but we don't call him Papa Toss because he's not good at Starcraft. He can definitely make this thing happen. More borders on the way. And completely naked mineral line. Now Phoenix are actually out of energy, so thank God for that crap, says WhiteRa. Moving over with a couple of Archons, a Voidray, some Stalkers, a Sentry, and an Observer, and 1 Dream to smash FrashQ. But FrashQ is very, very well set up to protect his both natural and 3rd expansion. I think WhiteRa with some clever positioning could actually take out this base or this base from FrashQ, as FrashQ's army is pretty out of position. 4 observers on the way, because if your other 3 die, then what are you gonna do? A little bit more damage going down from the Phoenix. WhiteRa gonna seek to catch these Phoenix? Maybe? No blink on the Stalkers. I think he has charge for Zealots, another special tactics Phoenix from WhiteRa, giving the FrashQ an impression of a false lead. But in reality, I think that it is much more grim than that. Oh baby, I didn't even see the carriers. Oh boy, carriers are such a good unit. If I had $1 for every interceptor I've lost in Starcraft 2, let me tell you, they would still be a pretty good unit. I swear they had a joke planned and everything. Oh, but hold that thought. WhiteRa coming in, getting destroyed from this army, and doesn't even need to disrupt Nova. Getting kited back is WhiteRa, trying to run away from this massive army from FrashQ, realizing that using 30 workers is actually not a pro strat. And maybe Force Fields can save him, but Archons are to bust off the ramp. Oh boy, not a pretty sight for WhiteRa at all. 171 to 119 total army supply. These 2 carriers are gonna have to put in work. Alright, let's see, Photon Cannon over here, a couple of High Templar moving the way on here. I don't see how WhiteRa's gonna hold this. Papa Toss, you can't let me down. You gotta, well, you can't win them all, you know. Oh well, let's see, FrashQ gonna throw out Disruption Nova, gets an okay shot, killing that Archon, getting sandwiched is WhiteRa, and I think that's going to be the end of it. These 2 carriers are coming much too late. And it looks like FrashQ is just gonna ruffle stomp all over WhiteRa. This music makes it sound like there's more to this game, but really there's not. GG says WhiteRa, and WhiteRa was defeated and FrashQ is victorious. So good play there from FrashQ. Definitely some great Phoenix control. All stemming down from losing those couple of workers to those Oracles. WhiteRa was just kind of caught with his pants down. And when Protest is caught with her pants down, and Taro Tassadar indeed. Let's see, what was I going to say about the carriers? I swear, this is bothering me. I have to complete this. Okay, I was going to say, if I had $1 for every intercept I lost, they would still cost 10 minerals, so Zergs really have to get over this. They are not that overpowered, believe me on this one. Alright, WhiteRa, unfortunately losing this round to FrashQ. FrashQ, though, with a well-deserved win, knowing how to tech up, knowing what units to make, and really great control on his Phoenix overall. But that's gonna be it for me. Thanks. Oh wait, no wait, I got it. That's not how it goes. If I were WhiteRa, I probably would have just had a little bit more mineral line defense. I know that Phoenix can be very frustrating to play against, but if you just keep a couple of Stalkers in each mineral line, maybe if you were a bit quicker with these initial High Templar that are over here that got sniped by the Phoenix, with those feedbacks and then the Archon morph, maybe he would have a better chance in this game. But shoulda, coulda, woulda is the story of StarCraft, and thank you so much for watching today's morning video. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below if you are so inclined. You can send your emails to me at mr79@outlook.com. Subscribe for more daily Legacy of the Void content, and remember, Folks, the internet could always use more heroes.